Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous session, I have already discussed about that things with you, how can create one of the code application with using the Django. That means from here now we can actually insert some of the data into the database, and also we read all the data from to the database, and also if you want to update this data, that means if you want to edit this data, how can edit it, and also if you want to delete it, then how can delete this data from to the database. I have already discussed about that things with you. So now in this video, I want to start another session. It's about that user authentication. And that is the most important part for any project. So in this session, I will show you how can create authentication system with using that Django. Into the authentication system, we will create user registration option, user logging option, and also logout option. So for doing all of the things, we will need one of the database. And good news is that Django already provide this type of one of the table. So if you go to your admin panel, so that is our admin panel, right? And into the admin panel here, you can see they have also one of the option for the users. So if you click as the users, and here you can see I have already created one of the super users. So that is our super user as a Amjad, and that is our admin@gmail.com, right? So by default, Django provide this type of one of the table. If you go to that user details, into the user details here, you can see that is actually the username one of the field. Into the database area, automatically it's created, and also there is a password. So whatever the password you will put, automatically it should be created one of the hashtag password. Okay, and then also another field for the first name, the last name, email address, and also by default they have some of the permission as the active and the staff status and the super user status. So that is actually our super admin, that means the super user. For the reasons these two of this is actually check mark, rather than when you create new user, by default only this one will be activated, that means this active user will be activated. Okay, so you can manage all that your user from to this position. So that is everything is by default ready made. And here you can see there is also the user permission option, then when this user will be logged in and the date of join. And if you want to delete it, you can also delete it from this area. So as I told you, Django actually providing that total structure, that means the user table structures. So we don't need to do anything. We have to just load our this form. So they have also by default on the form, we have to migrate it, and then we have to simply load it. That is we did in our code application area. So friend, I request you complete our code application section very carefully. So if you already well understand about that code application, then it should be very much clear to you, because here we have to do the same things for our user. So in our next video, I will show you how can create Django authentication system with using this user table. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.